Do you ever feel like your brain is stuck in a loop? Like you can't focus, forget things easily, or just feel mentally exhausted? Well, you are not alone. In 2024, the term brain rot became the Oxford Word of the Year. But this isn't just some trendy buzzword, it's a real wake-up call. So, what exactly is brain rot, and why should you care? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand it but also learn how to fight back. Let's dive in. Let's keep it simple. Brain rot refers to the supposed decline in our mental sharpness due to overexposure to digital content, especially the kind that's, well, not exactly brain food. Think about it, how many hours a day do you spend online? Studies show that Gen Z women average 6.5 hours daily, while men aren't far behind at 5.5 hours. And what are we doing with that time? Watching short videos, doom scrolling through negative news, or obsessing over trends like the skibidi toilet. Fun? Sure. Good for our brains? Not so much. Research from Oxford University and King's College London reveals that all this screen time is literally shrinking our grey matter, shortening attention spans, and distorting how we think. It's like your brain is being rewired, but not in a good way. Now, let's talk about how this plays out in real life. For adults, excessive scrolling, what researchers call doom scrolling, is linked to higher psychological distress and lower mental well-being. Constant exposure to negative news doesn't just mess with your mood, it can impact your physical health too. It's no wonder so many of us feel burned out. But it's not just adults who are affected. Kids are growing up in a world where screens are their primary playground. The critical period for brain development, birth to age 6, is when kids' brains are like sponges, soaking up everything. Instead of exploring the world around them, they're glued to digital content. And it's not harmless. Studies show that exposure to short, fast-paced videos actually shortens attention spans and affects emotional regulation. If this continues, the long-term effects could shape entire generations. Okay, so we've established that brain rot is real and it's a problem. But here's the good news, you are not powerless. There are simple steps you can take to reclaim your brain health and help your family do the same. Let's break it down. First, think of this as a mental diet. Be intentional about what you consume online. Ask yourself, is this content feeding my mind or just filling time? Second, set time limits for screen use. Not just for kids, for everyone. Use apps or built-in settings to remind you when it's time to unplug. Third, prioritize physical activities. A game of catch, a bike ride, or even a dance-off in your living room can work wonders. And finally, encourage intellectual workouts. Chess, brain games, or even simple puzzles can help keep your mind sharp. These changes don't have to be huge. Small, consistent efforts can make a big difference. Here's the thing, brain rot isn't a disease. It's a symptom of how our modern world is evolving. But it doesn't have to define us. By being mindful of our habits, especially how we use technology, we can turn the tide. Let's take responsibility, not just for ourselves, but for the next generation. Together, we can create a future where digital tools empower us instead of overwhelming us. So, what are you waiting for? Hit pause on that doom scrolling and start rewiring your brain for the better. Thanks for watching, and if this resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's build a healthier, more resilient future, one mind at a time.